isn't actually any marching going on or parade movement. Instead, today is all about the extravagant outfits and, as you can see, stretching beyond your traditional bonnets. I'm going to tell you the big secret. John Legend's performing here today. What do you think of that?
I'm very excited.
It's going to be right up there. And you're skating. You're going to see it all.
Oh, wonderful.
Attack Channel 11! Attack Channel 11! Here we go. My ab muscles are awful. Well, I ended up dropping on the first try and not wanting to move. That was scary. Can I just stay in fetal position? We're switching gears. You have the mic, I have the bagpipes. Let's see how this goes.
Harder, harder.
I got nothing.
It's a good try.
That is so, all right, we'll switch. I'm better at this than that, so. I will give you $1 if you can tell me where the nearest payphone is. We're gonna ride this off in the distance as we go.
Okay, go for it.
Here we go. Woo.
A little left. Okay, doing good.
The nearest payphone?
Or a payphone at all.
I have no idea. Lost $1.
Do you want $1 anyways?
No.
Okay, good. It's my vending machine money.
All right.
The rain's coming down pretty hard. My mobile camera and I are getting pretty tired of getting wet, so let's go find some shelter. We're going back inside. Well, what you didn't see, the camera turned off, he sprinted away from me. I don't know. Inside are a lot of goodies, and I picked you out because I stalked you. No, not really, but you seem like a great guy, so I figured why not? I'll give this to you. Ah, there's one. How do you text on this thing? Surrey, tell me where the nearest cell phone store is. Surrey. Today was just the announcement of her retirement, which will be in a year, Tamsin. She's calling this her victory lap year. We do a sneak attack on our number 4 as this guy lights one up. His last cigarette ever, he says. I have to sign out from the Sandcastle desk, so we are in Atlantic City. Hilary Whittier, Pix 11 Morning News. Well, we all know what it's like, the process of getting on the subway. Then once you're inside, you have to run to catch the train, or in this case, leap. And the waiting is the worst part. So then you finally make it on and make obviously a mad dash to all the seats. Look at all of these available. This never happens. Usually the whole process can be pretty awkward. So awkward, in fact, a new study was just released about it, titled The Habits of Passengers Underground. I thought we should saddle up next to a couple of riders. This guy's asleep to see what they think is uncomfortable on the subway. Hey, man.
Oh, here we go.
Do you find this awkward?
Yes, very much.
Tell me what's awkward about it.
I was just trying to get a little snooze.
Well, that's one activity that the recent MTA study shows as popular among riders. After data was collected for 3 weeks last winter, the MTA decided to release their findings now. The results were, frankly, not too shocking. Most passengers want to steer clear of touching strangers, and most also want to snag seats next to the doors and follow a basic rule of thumb. Try not to stare at each other. What about when someone's making like direct eye contact?
Yeah, that's the worst. I feel that's the worst.
Have you had that happen?
Yeah, and I feel like I'm being watched, and then I'll look again, and then that person's still looking at me. Like, stop looking at me.
And if there's a tiny spot to sit, the data shows a small percentage of people would rather just stand. What's up? How's it going? All in all, what we learned from the MTA about underground habits, just try to keep to yourself. If you do that, you'll be labeled a true New Yorker. Hilary Whittier, Pix 11 News. Can I park here? I think I can park here. Hey, can I park here? It's one of the main causes of frustration for New Yorkers, finding that perfect legal parking spot. Or really, any parking spot.
They are so quick, especially on 14th Street with those tickets. I mean, they'll give you a ticket for anything, and the minute they start writing it, it's over.
But now, there's an app for that. The app is called the Can I Park Here app. It costs $1.99, and the concept is pretty simple. You take a look at any New York City parking sign, you take a picture with your iPhone, and the app tells you either yes, I can park here, or no, I can't. In this case, parking is allowed. We met up with an Apple specialist at TechServe in Manhattan, who says consumers in big cities often ask for these types of products.
When I first heard it, wow, can I park here? It's excellent. For this city,
According to the New York Times, each year the city banks hundreds of millions of dollars in parking tickets by handing out around $10 million for $115 a pop. And when driving around the city, it's easy to find one on your windshield when most signs look like mazes, with arrows going every which way.
Driving in the city's tough.
So instead of ending up here at the pound, where you'll pay $200 or $300 just to get your car back, people with the iPhone say the app could help.
Especially if you have more than one person in the car, so you can use it well. I think if you're driving, you don't want to be using your app too much, but it would be helpful once you park to see if it's okay.
Reports show the number of tickets issued has gone up, over 40% since the mayor took office in 2001. And with numbers like that, drivers say they can use all the help they can get. Hilary Whittier, Pix 11 News. We're all used to it by now. Construction along 2nd Avenue. But what if there was a new shelf life put into place? One that prolonged the maintenance work even more? How about 1,000 years more? Does not end till April 6th or 7th, 3013.
All right, we're going to be here for a while, I guess.
You got that right, according to this sign at least. Check it out. East 69th Street will be closed between 2nd and 3rd Avenue until 3013. Well, it's only another 1,000 years. Not that big of a deal, right? Well, that's a millennium. It could be worse.
Well, I was trying to ignore it because I didn't want my clients to see it.
This real estate agent says he first saw the large square millennium predictor pop up a week ago.
It seems like the city doesn't know what they're doing when they post these signs up. Well, why would you post 3013 and see that it's wrong and still keep it there?
That was our question too, so we called the MTA thinking the sign was related to the 2nd Avenue subway. Well, the MTA's response, it's not theirs and they don't know who put it up. After a little digging though, we found out it was set up by a contractor working across the street. Since then, it's been ignored. But one passerby says, who knows, it could take that long anyways for all of this mess to get cleaned up.
Everything in New York takes forever. Then they'll have a hearing.
Then they have a hearing.
Yes, and then there'll be some judicial action. And then the lawyers will swoop in.
So maybe it really will take 1,000 years.
Yeah, I think so.
But for others, it's worth at least a good laugh.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, I would think. I'm sure whoever made the sign is going to be a little embarrassed when he sees it.
On the Upper East Side, Hilary Whittier, Pix 11 News.